10 cost big mom. You know I love my 10 cost big moms. I've been an advocate for 10 cost big moms ever since Katakuri came out. And now it's no surprise that one of my new favorite leaders from OP-08 is none other than Purple Yellow Pudding. That can not only play 10 cost big mom, we can play 9 cost big mom, which is the new big mom on the block from OP-08. And this deck is a Ram focused heavy deck with a lot of big top ends, and we're just gonna play till we can drop 10 costs after 10 costs after 10 costs, and we're gonna win the game somehow. So let's go to the deck profile, let's break it down. This is kind of like my in-progress version of Purple Yellow Pudding. So let's check it out, let's go. Big Mom deck, starting with the leader Purple Yellow Pudding. This, if you don't know the effect, is a new leader from OP-08. When attacking, you may turn the top two life cards of your life face up. Then you can add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck as rested. Seems pretty solid enough, and it's a great source of RAM. And what are we ramping into? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Don't worry about it. So let's start, as usual, with the main searcher of the deck. It's none other than Pudding. The good old Pudding from OP-03 is back because we are searching predominantly all of the Big Mom Pirates cards. We got moms, we got Katakuris, and all of that good stuff. And also Sanji. So the great thing about Sanji is that it can potentially, if you play it out early, you can potentially attack with it to add 1 card from the top of your life to your hand. So the one that has already flipped up with like Charlotte Pudding, and then you add another card from the top of your deck to your life. So essentially, you're trying to flip stuff face down, provided your opponent has already attacked with you, and you can kind of ramp again with Pudding's attack. But that's not the only form of way that you can flip life down. We're going to also have our good friend Oyaji right here, which is Whitebeard, 6 cost 7,000 with from the ST13 starter deck. This is the one that's on play at the top card of your deck to your life, and then look at all your life, then place 1 card on the top of your deck, and then you can rearrange them. So you can put the face up card into your deck, you can put the face up card like to the bottom of the deck, rearrange them essentially so that you can flip Pudding again, so you can ram by another one. That's not all. We do have a main source of RAM. One of my new favorite cards from EB01. It's none other than Bond Clay. Just a straight up ramp. 4 cost 1000 ramp. You can play Iron here. You can play the Basil Hawkins ramp if you don't have this as a more budget option. I like this one because it gives me the opportunity against an opposing Pudding deck that also wants to play Big Moms after Big Moms. So keeping this on the field and potentially copying the attack of a Big Mom to just do some big damage is it's a great thing to do, and I like this Bonchan. I really like it. So the other source of RAM as well is our new Katakuri from OP-08, which is a really good slot because it's at 6. If you ram twice on like turn, when we have 3 Dawn, you go up to 4. On turn 6, you can when you have 6 Dawn, you can play this, or when you're 4 Dawn, you can ramp up to like 6 or 7, and you can still play this and then play something else. So Katakuri is a 6 cost 7,000 power with an on-play ability of you may flip the top card of your life face down, and then you just ramp by 1 as active. Yeah, same thing as a little bit of Sanji. You're trying to manipulate the life so that you can ramp yet again, and this flips the card face down, so you can potentially attack with Pudding. Even if you don't attack with Pudding, you can still ramp 1 by Katakuri, and that should be enough to get you to your late game bombs, which is great. And then, yeah, now let's talk about 2k counters first. So yes, we do have Sanji as a 2k counter. We got Flampe as sort of a way you can draw cards. If you are going for a long drawn game, especially against like the mirror where you're kind of gaining an insane amount of life, it's not that bad to kind of drop this down so that you can draw a card from your life and draw a card from your deck. And then of course we got everyone's favorite 2k counter in yellow, Capone Gangbage, making its way back to a yellow decks right now. You can replace this, of course, with other 2k counters. This is just the list that I'm trying out. And now we talk about the big top end stuff. So I am trying out 2 copies of Katakuri right here, just as a way of removing your opponent's early stuff. This is sort of like an additional 9 cost Lin essentially, but this affects 8 costs or less. And you can also use it to put some cards back into your life just in case your opponent's being really aggressive, especially against like the Zoros, the red purple loss and stuff like that. You have 9 cost Linen, which is the new super rare Big Mom from OP-08, which lets you Dawn -1, trash 1 card from your hand. You get to gain 1 life from the top of your deck, and then you get to put one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less to the top or bottom of its owner's life. So doing something like Katakuri, except you get to heal, and it's a great big body on the field. We also have other 10 costs, which is none other than the OG, my waifu, 10 cost Big Mom, Charlotte Linlin. You know what it does if you're watching this channel for long enough. You drop it down, your opponent loses a life, and you gain a life. Simple, very fair and balanced card in my opinion. And then we also have the 10 cost Ace from OP-07, which is an on-playability of just healing 1 life. But if you have 2 or less, 2 life cards or less, then you gain rush. So you're using this essentially when you are at 1 life, you drop down an Ace, you get to heal it back to 2, and then you get to swing with Ace as well. So that's just the big stuff. There's a lot of decks versions of this deck, like that plays 9 cost Kaido. They play so many other different top ends. But I do think that the back-to-back moms, the 9 cost moms and the 10 cost moms, are really, really great. You could try out 7 cost moms as well. If it's great for the meta game, you can try it out. So rounding it up with the 2 event cards in this deck is first of all another searcher, which is the we are going to claim the One Piece. This is just an additional way to look for your big moms, because you can ramp all you want, but if you don't have moms, you don't have your payoff. You need to search for it on the turns that you are ramping up. So that's why we are running 2 sets, pudding, and of course this event card. And lastly is you're the one who should disappear, which is your 0 cost plus 3k. A lot of times you will be stuck with a lot of big cards in your hand with 0 counter on them. So this is a good way to kind of, if you don't need it, then you can just use it to protect your life, or in the late game you can use it to protect yourself then. And the great thing that I like that I'm running this over like Gomu Gomu no Jet Gatling, which is the purple variant of the 0 cost plus 3k, is that this has the potential to gain you a life when at the late game if you draw it at your last life with the trigger ability. So yeah, if you want to be an annoying yellow player, you should be playing this card, because there are many times where I've lost games because my opponent had this card. I hate it, that's why I'm running it. And that is the breakdown of purple yellow pudding. We are going to bring it into some games right now just to show you guys how the deck works, how what you're gonna do when you're ramping, and let's see how it does over the current OP-08 metagame. So shout out to Batsu for putting all the OP-08 cards on the OPTCGsim. If you want to learn how to play this, there is a video that I'll link to below on how to install it. It's not mine guide, it's someone else's guide. So yeah, check it out. And let's get to the games. Let's go. Okay, so we are jumping into a game with Enel. This is a very interesting matchup. I have not played this matchup, so let's try it out. I'm going to keep this because I do have a source of ramp, and I got pudding as my searcher. And there will be a good turn 1 and turn 2 play. So we're going to deploy. We are looking for Katakuri. We already have 2 moms, so we're going to take the Katakuri here. Turn and Enel turn. So we're probably going to counter the early attack, given hopefully they don't put like 3 dons. If they put 3 dons, okay, yeah, they are doing that. So we are just going to take this then. Got a pudding, so that's not so bad. Means that their board is not advancing. We can play 4 and then we can play this to kind of search. So yeah, let's do that. So let's attack with pudding first and use our card action to flip 2 face up. We got a Bantam and we got a Charlotte Flampe, which is not bad. Let's see what they do. They're probably going to take this. I mean, it's still in the early game. They are countering. Ooh, Enel with Monkey D. Luffy, egg hit stuff. That's pretty interesting. All right, now we're going to play down our Bonchan, get to gain 1. We're going to play down our pudding and get to search for... We won't take another category. Let's take the 2k counter instead. And yeah, let's end our turn. So Enel, pretty interesting stuff. It's okay because like 10 cost mom does really well against Enel, and just being able to kind of get rid of that last life. He is not having anything right now. Fortunately, I have to take this. I mean, there's no point in me countering that. I mean, there might be, but okay, we have 8 dons now. We can't ramp with Katakuri, which we will. So I will be playing that. So let's just think. So we'll be up to 9. This is active, so let's just deploy this, use card action, flip that face down, and we get to ramp by 1. So I'm going to swing with pudding first. We don't have to reveal anything this time around. I don't want to see the last life. Maybe I should. Is it better to see the last life? I don't know. So he had a trigger, which is Jewelry Bonnie, to draw 2 cards and discard 1. That's pretty good. This is like an egghead analyst. That's interesting. I'm gonna put 3 dawns of the pudding and just start getting busy with pudding. And yeah, now we gotta kind of start playing the game a little bit carefully because they're gonna be up to 7 dawn. So they have what was that? Nami trigger. So yeah, discard a card with trigger. Okay, that we're gonna end turn. So Nami's effect is activate these cards on play effect, which is you may trash a card with trigger and a KO or something. That's 5 or less, but they have too many cards, so they didn't get to draw. We should counter this, so no blocks. Let's counter it with Bonchan for 1k. They aren't playing anything right now. Oh, they got the mom. So what do we do here? That's the thing. I'm not sure. I don't want them to gain a life, so I'm okay with trashing a life. So let's trash our top life. That's fine. So draw dawn. Now we got the moms online. Okay, so we're gonna start by swinging 5. See if they take it. They do take it. So now we start by I gotta think. So now we swing with 7 because they will probably counter this, right? So they do counter it, then just drop down mom. I can't use this mom because it's only affecting 6 or less. Gonna gain life. Opponent trashes 1, and then they're gonna activate the ability and get 1 back. But now they're down to 4 cards, and we got end our turn. So we got another mom, which is really good. Now we just need to protect, I think, this category, and we got 2 lives, so I think we're sitting pretty right now. We can chip, so just 5. Oh, whoa. Oh, they're going ham right now. Okay. So let's see. 11-11. That's what they're planning to do. Is that it? Okay, I do have counters for it. So I'll just take the first one. Triple mom? Is this a triple mom game? All right. How much do I need? 7, right? So that's 3 and 7. Okay. So no blocks. We're gonna counter by trashing the 9-cost mom. We don't gonna use that. And then 2 here and 2 here. Draw 1. Okay, so yeah, we'll start with swinging 5 first. We're probably gonna counter it. Gonna start by swinging 7. Taking it. Gonna drop down our mom, gain 1, opponent trash 1. Then we're gonna attack with big mom and for the best. That's it. So they got 2, 4, and 7. They didn't really have like, I think the most of the hand. This is a very interesting NL list. It's like a egg-hit list. I think that they're trying out potentially. Interesting concept for sure. But look at like the early like game turns. Like they don't really have anything that could play out because all this stuff is like with trigger. And yeah, with NL, of course you are favored because if you drop down big moms like that, you can just get rid of that last life and then just swing in. So GG to this player, the TDKR, and let's just jump into another game. All right, second game is actually against Vegapunk, another yellow leader. All right, let's try it out. We're gonna go second for the ramp. I am not keen on keeping this hand because I want to look for a ramp sauce preferably. So let's mulligan this and see if we get hits. Okay, we got the Katakuri and we got the Whitebeard potentially to kind of flip our stuff face down. So they are playing this. I guess we're kind of bad against Vegapunk because we do need to attack to kind of flip the card. So let's just wait and see. We could have used this. Let's take the Katakuri here. And then let's just search another for 9-cost mom. That's pretty good. So let's take that. And then we're going to end our turn. So we got 9-cost mom, we got 10-cost mom. We can directly attack their life with the 10-cost moms. So it probably won't trigger. Ooh, they draw the Shaka. I mean, I can still attack. So that's not an issue. Yeah, but do I want them to get this? So we gotta make a decision. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I can attack twice. That's what I'll do. So let me oops. Okay, let me put it on. Let's attack with pudding first. Use the card action. We got double podcast the ace. I guess that's okay. Life gaining. And we want to ramp up the category next turn so that we can ramp even further. We can even ramp again with one new gate if we want to flip down the cards in our life. So they're going to take it. They probably play out Edison, which lets them draw 2 and trash 2. Yeah, Vegapunk, and this is going to be another grindy matchup. Oh, that's interesting. Playing a Raigo. Interesting. Okay. So now we don't really have much to play out. We could play out a Flampe if we want to get more card draw, but I think I'm just gonna... I don't think I can even like slam it, man, because this is 6k. So we will... I'm thinking whether I should Flampe here just to draw this, but they can probably attack with these two. I don't think they'll be attacking with Shaka, so I'm just saying out my thoughts. Having ace in hand, you know what? I'm gonna enter whichever way I can ramp with Newgate with a pudding attack or with Charlotte category. So I'll just end my turn. We are on track to moms. We are on track for the moms. So right now they can play like a 5 cost or 4 cost and still use Vegapunk's ability to either stack their life. The thing with them being at 2 life means that multiple moms is gonna be a problem, but they can gain up to like 5 if they want to, like 3 turns in a row. So we will take this. We will not counter out of this. And the one thing is that Vegapunk can't attack, so you are kind of safe on that. This is okay. This is okay actually. Yeah, I might take this. Yep, I'll take it. So now we can attack and then we can ramp twice. So we're gonna use one, play out a Nami, trashing the please save me and saying goodbye to pudding. So draw 1, draw Dawn. We do need to kind of attack into Edison, though I do think they're gonna defend against it. We are at 7 right now. So let's I'm just thinking 7. I need to play 6. So this counts as active, but I need to flip, which means I probably won't be able to take full advantage of this. I will just put 1 and attack Edison. I'll use the card action to flip Flampe, and we're going to claim the 1 piece. Let's see if they use a 2k counter here. Okay, they do let it go. We're going to drop down the Katakuri, use card action, and then we get to ramp 1. And I think that's it. Next turn, we are going to kind of defend a little bit heavily. We are at, next turn will be 10. They are at 7 dawns only. So we can drop down 9 cost mom, potentially. We can even play out ace to gain life and attack into their characters. So we just need to control the board a little bit and make sure that they don't go too crazy. So they are attacking with Shaka. So we won't block, but we will counter this. I think I am dropping a 9 mom. Yeah, let's drop a 9 mom and resolve this. Probably going to attack with Nami. They're going to go tall for this one. That's an 8k, means that I need like what? 4k? I do have it, but I think it's just easier to just use the trigger effect and get something. We have a lot of options. We can choose our 9 mom again. We can choose Katakuri. I want to take Katakuri for the flexibility, but I think 9 mom is good too. Just as sort of like a removal. Let's take 9 mom. Yeah, you know what? We get to gain life. Now they're gonna start putting cards on the field. Ooh, Seraphim. Oh, so this kind of attack. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, that's a thing. So draw 1, draw Dawn. Let's see. Okay, I'm tempted to just slam ace down so I can attack into their stuff, but you know, they have 2 open dawns, they might have counters. Alternatively, I can just play Charlotte Lin and ensure that one of the threats go away and still have 1 dawn to attack into, like, let's say a Nami or something. Not being able to attack with this Katakuri does hurt, but it's fine. We can gain back our life as long as we defend heavily. I'm just thinking, what's the best thing? I'm not going to drop 10 mom now because I think that's not what we want to deal with the board first. So I want them to have to be able to deal with this ace. So let's drop down. Yeah, let's drop down ace. Maybe 9 mom would have been a better play, but let's start with attacking Nami. Make them use the counter. Okay, they don't. So let's attack Shaka here. And end our turn. So as long as we kind of keep our life up here and we can clear the board, we should be fine. We don't have to, we need to build our board first so that it's more than what the Vegapunk player has, because once they have like a full board, they can start swinging like crazy, and we just need to outweigh the life. Holy crap, you're swinging for 14k. That's 2, that's 3, 4, and that's 5. So sure, no blocks. I will protect my ace, man. 2, 3, and 5. Okay. Safe. So now they, if they have another Seraphim, that's going to be annoying. Another S-Snake. So they do put this. So yeah, with Vegapunk, you can kind of stuff them a little bit because you just need to make sure they don't have the threats on the board, because not all of their stuff has rush. I don't think anything has rush if they're not playing at Yamato. Or they probably play like 10 cost ace, which I think I did see, yes. So as long as you get rid of their stuff, their life is relatively high. All they can do is just gain life, and then you can slowly chip away at them as well. So I will start by attacking into this. And I want to attack. So yeah, let's just attack. Let's see if they played Edison out. They didn't. Let's attack with Katakuri. And he triggers. Ooh, so they played the Sanji. Okay. So I think I should be fine with just dropping moms here and trashing the last life, which is a Lilith, and enter. Yeah, they didn't really see a lot of Lilith, which is unfortunate, and that's game. So they did have ace in your hand. You don't really need to kind of stress over the life. You just need to deal with the board for Vegapunk. But right now, with the addition of like cards like a Snake and also like Nami, like Vegapunk is actually a really powerful deck. It does have legs that it can stand on and potentially do really well. I don't see a yet 9 cost Yamato. I think maybe it's not good in this current meta game. But yeah, like still a good showing for Pudding. Just ramp like crazy. Look at our life, man. Capone Beige, Flampe and Flampe. And look at the moms. Told you. Big moms. Big freaking moms. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoy a little bit of demonstration on what Purple Yellow Pudding can do. This is one of my new favorite decks of OP-08. The ramp, the moms, Pudding, waifu leader. Let's go. I mean, it's just being able to play my new favorite Katakuri deck, but in another form. And the purple big moms, the 9 cost moms, and the 10 cost moms all work really well together. So once OP-08 is out in English, try this deck out. Get your aces, get your EB01 Bonchans and Rams. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.